In addition to the multi-purpose foot, there are several other feet for special applications that are either included with your serger or available for purchase. Make deeper gathers in lightweight fabric or gather medium weight fabric with the gathering foot. Turn the differential feed setting to 2, the stitch length to 4, and the stitch width to between 4 and 5. Slide the fabric under the foot and serge. Adjust your settings for different fabric and different amounts of gathers. You can also gather one piece of fabric and attach it to another piece at the same time. Slide the piece you want to gather under the foot. Slide the piece that will be flat into the slot and stitch. Be careful not to pull or stretch the bottom piece while you're stitching. The taping foot makes it easy to attach narrow tapes, ribbons, and elastic to the edge of your fabric. You can attach tapes and elastics between 6 and 12 millimeters wide with this foot. Let's attach some elastic. Snap on the foot. Flip open the tape guide and set the pressure adjusting dial to 0. Slide the elastic into the slots here and here, then under the foot. Make sure the elastic is flush against the right side of the slot. Close the guide so that it holds the elastic in place. Tighten the pressure adjusting dial. The higher the number, the more pressure will be applied to the elastic, providing more stretch. For ribbons and tapes, leave the setting at 0. Set your differential feed to 2, your stitch length to 4, and the width to 5 or 6. Tighten your loopers to about 5. Now stitch the elastic to the fabric. Make adjustments to the tension if the stitch isn't balanced. One more tip. You'll get even fuller gathers if you pull lightly on the elastic as it feeds through the foot. You won't believe how quickly you can attach piping to your projects with the piping foot. Attach the foot and set up the machine for a 3 or 4 thread balanced stitch. Set the stitch length to 3 millimeters and the width to between 3 and 6. Place your piping between the 2 pieces of fabric with fabric right sides together and raw edges even. Extend the leading edge of the piping about an inch or so. It's a good idea to baste the piping in fabric before you begin. Place the fabric and piping under the foot with the piping in the groove and stitch. Pearls and beads can add a really lovely touch to your sewing projects. Beading from 3 to 5 millimeters can be applied with your Brother Overlock machine and the Pearl sequins foot. Remove the right needle and set up your machine for a 3-thread overlock stitch. Disable the knife, remove the stitch finger, and attach the foot. The stitch length is determined by the size of your pearls or beads. Refer to the instruction insert to determine the right length. The stitch width should be between 3 and 5. Decrease the needle and upper looper tension slightly and increase the lower looper tension a little. Fold the fabric where you want to attach the pearls. Align the fabric with the side of the channel. Use the adjustment screw to position the fabric so that the needle drops 1 to 1.5 millimeters to the left of the fold. Place the pearls in the guide just in front of the guide tunnel. Slowly turn the hand wheel until the pearl comes through the tunnel. Start stitching, gently guiding the fabric and pearls by hand. Stitch end to end. Tie off the threads at both ends when you're finished.